Hey, good morning campers. I'm out here at beautiful Crescent Beach and the bus is finally finished. I started this thing in January and it's now the end of October, and I'm going to do the final walkthrough video with you, and the bus is officially up for sale now. So I'll give you the price at the very end here, and let me do a little introduction to the bus for the people that haven't seen it yet. Okay, give me just a second here. Okay everybody, here it is. This is a 1998 Ford E450. It's a 24-foot shuttle bus, and it's got the 7.3 diesel motor in it with automatic transmission. I just had it all serviced, including the transmission, checked out the brakes, everything is good. It's got a clean bill of health. And just walk around it for you, okay? The vent down there at the bottom, that's air conditioning. The side window there opens up. It's got sliders at the top on all the windows. There's the propane tank mounted under the vehicle. It's got a little access door here that latches shut. I also have a extension cable, hose that comes off of that, so you can add extra tanks to the outside if you want to add to the system. You can hook a 20-pound propane tank to it or something. This is 12.3 gallons in here. I'm going to make this quick so we can get to the inside. The rear window pops open, and this is a 30 amp shore power plug. I have the brand new cable for it inside the vehicle. It does have the 7.3 power stroke. It's an international motor, very good motor. The rear bumper is custom built. It's really heavy duty. It's made out of junior C channel, and it's real thick. You could add accessories to that bumper, weld to it, any number of things. And that's the exhaust vent for the instant hot water heater, propane. I'll show you inside the cabinet here. That's the hot water heater. It self-seals when the door closes against the outlet there. There's a water hose, brand new, and there's the power plug, which is brand new. I also have an adapter on the power plug too, right here, so you can hook it up to 110 standard. What they call a 15 amp or a 20 amp service. Then the big one there is a 30 amp, and it unplugs from it. There's 43 gallons of water under there. There's a SureFlow pump. This is all the plumbing, all done in PEX. It's got a 1500 watt Vertimax by Windy Nation. It's a power inverter. It's a modified sine wave. This shuts the whole system down. It also has 200 watts of Renogy solar on the roof, and it also has two batteries, which are 130 amp hour each, deep cycle 12 volt. And so it has 260 amp hours of storage. This is the power wall here. I'll show you the other side of that when we get inside the bus. Blue C fuse panel, and also a fused switch panel for all the lighting and accessories. And that's about it in here. I'll get this closed up. So this is the side of the bus. It's got a security light on the top. There's also one on the very back of the bus. Slider windows, deluxe windows, sliders. Has screens too that I built. They're flexible screens. This window and this window right here both come open like a hinge at the top, and they have supports that hold them open. I've done over 75 videos of this bus as I'm building it, and you can find that at Robert Braden on YouTube. So you have a full documentation of the build on this bus. Hang on a minute and we'll go inside. Okay, here we are going in the bus now. It's got a sheepskin seat cover. The seat is not tore up, it's blue. The cab has a reverse camera in it. This bus has 56,000 miles on it. Picture of the dash. No cracks, nice and clean. This is the switch panel. This runs the door. The fuel gauge is right here on this model for some reason. The one that's on the dashboard does not read accurately. It has just been disconnected. That's a idle set for when it had the wheelchair lift in it. You can set the idle up and down, you know, according to what you need for battery charging or whatever like that. And this is a Sony. It's a 70 watt 4-channel stereo. It has 70 watts per channel. It's Bluetooth compatible, Pandora, all the rest of those things. And these are Fosgate speakers. They're 90 watt speakers. There's 4 of these built into the bus. There's one over here too. And there's 2 in the very back of the bus back there. Very nice system. It has bass boost in it, and it has a small amp built into it, and it's a very good sounding stereo system. Up here, well, welcome aboard. Up here is a large storage closet. It goes back in there on both sides. Okay, so let's get into the interesting stuff. This is the back wall behind the bus seat. It's got a nice little storage pouch built into the wall there. There's a matching one built over here. And there's the leg to the kitchen table. It stores right there. And there's an area right here behind the seat, all made out of birch. And that's a good place to store chairs or whatever you want to store right there. Okay, this whole bus is made from either birch hardwood or birch plywood. This is the bathroom right here. It's got a mirror on the door. It's framed with aluminum. It's nice and solid. I'll start on this side and work my way back. This is the bathroom. Brand new porta potty, never been used. This shower is custom built. There's a pan there. It's done with FRP panels, which are fiberglass reinforced panels. It's real slick. It's got a texture to it. And this also has never been used. Bathroom does have a fan in it. This is one of those pop-up fans. It's got a 12-volt LED light in here also. Got convenient pocket holders on the doors and a the hook on it. It's got a waterproof toilet paper cover in case anything splashes out of the shower. It also has another holder in the back wall there. Okay, let's move on. The next area is a storage area above the Murphy bed. Lots of storage up here. These were just put in to show what can be done with it. They come with the bus. You can take them or leave them. There's another storage shelf underneath here. This whole system is reinforced with the C channel in here. The L channel, L bracket, all made of aluminum for strength and lightweight. This is the Murphy bed. It folds down, and those stools there, it folds down onto the stools. Now I've taken a lot of still shots on this, and you can go ahead and at the very end of this video there's going to be probably 50 still shots of this in different positions, and if you want to check out how it works, that's the best way to do it. Go to the end of the video and look at the still shots. It's got a DVD, Blu-ray, not Blu-ray, it will play Blu-ray, but it's a DVD and it's a Bluetooth, and it'll play off your phone. It'll play movies, audio. Here's a television for the bus. It folds down, and it also swivels, made by Access. This is all 12 volt, doesn't run off the inverter, it runs off the solar system. This whole bus is made for a boondocking bus. It's made to be self-sustainable. This also has a 4-speaker surround sound system over top of the bed, and there's storage up here too. These are larger storage boxes. There's the rear speaker for the stereo back there. There's the other Fosgate speaker. It has reading lamps, LED. This is the power wall. This turns on the inverter right here for 110 power. That's the 110 plug right there, the black one. And this one here is a ground fault shore power plug. There's also one on this end of the cabinet too. So we have a queen bed here, and it's a full-size queen. It's not an RV queen. It's 60 inches wide and 80 inches long, and it has a trifold. I'll show you. It has a trifold 6-inch mattress under it. It's made so you can fold this up into a small brick on this end, and the panels are hinged under the bed so you can access the water tank and all that storage area underneath it. Now I messed the bed up. So underneath the bed there's a causeway. I think it's 60, now I forgot, 65 quart causeway, and it slides out on a drawer. It's all 12 volt, and it just sips power. I turned it on for about 2 weeks, and the batteries had no problem keeping up with that, even when it was raining. It's got double latches, one on each side to hold it, and you flip the latches, pull the drawer open, and you can access that through the top because it's a chest type. Okay, let's move on here. We have a built-in knife rack here. We have a drying rack right there. We have a cutting board. This cutting board covers the sink. We have hot and cold running water. The hot water is on demand, propane. We also have I've got it plasticed up right now to keep it clean. A Flame King 2-burner stove in here. And this is all propane also. All the propane lines in this bus were professionally installed by a propane company, and they did a great job on it. I just wanted them to do it to make it safe. This is also another cutting board. It's held on by Velcro, and it can be removed. And they both have food grade oil on them to protect them, and they've never been used. Nothing in this bus has been used before. Not the bathroom, not the refrigerator. This is under the sink. There's your hot and cold water connectors with their offs. That's the drain. This is a unit that holds cans on their side, and they roll backwards so they stay secure during movement. On the floor in the back there, that's your drain control for this 16-gallon wastewater drain. So you can, use your sink when you're not hooked up, and you can drain it later. This is another rack on the back of the other door. There's a garbage can. I'm planning on getting one more of those. They can also be used for storage bins. This is all birch also. It has solid birch face frames and plywood birch sides. Everything on this is birch. Okay, now we come to the seating area. Now this seating area is set up right now for traveling. This table has a little screw on the bottom of it. You can pull this table off and store it over by this other one, and you can take the swing arm. It's built on a swing arm, and you can swing it completely up against this wall and be out of the way. So you can have all this as free space between these seats. I also took a lot of shots of this at the end, where with these seats swiveled back around, they can face each other. They can both face backwards. They can face at an angle. They can face into this corner. Backs into the corner. Any way you want them. They'll go 360 degrees around each direction. And the bus has seat belts on them. And I would suggest using the forward-facing mode during travel. I put some well-made carpets in here. These are from a company in Tennessee. It's also got some carpet underneath where the seat wells are, the foot wells. And I'm going to turn this off, and I'm going to set up the table for you. In addition to all the windows having sliders at the top, 4 of these windows pop open like this. And they have supports, and they can be held open, and they won't blow open in the wind. They won't swing open in the wind because they have latches built into them. So it's this window right here and this last window on this side. They both pop out. They pop open, they don't pop out. This large back window does the same thing. It pops open. And this window here on this side, that's where the Murphy bed is. This window here also comes open. They have the nice little sliders at the top for ventilation too. And I'll take you back inside and show you the screens. The screens are flexible. They're made out of nylon. They're held on by magnets at the bottom, so after you slide the window open, you just release the screen and it sticks to its magnetic bottom, no problem. And the big windows have large full-size screens over them. They cover the whole window. That helps keep the bugs out. Oh, this bus also has an emergency roof hatch, and this also, if you pull the handle right here, this will flip completely open like a submarine hatch. And I misspoke on something when we were doing the video. This bed is a twin. It's not a full size. I said it's a full size bed. I meant a full size twin. It's a twin bed, and that means it's 39 inches wide and it's 78 inches long. And this bed will hold a full size adult. I'm well over 300 pounds, and it holds me just fine. And I did build some other things I didn't show you on that. There's a couple pins, wooden block pins that pin to the very back edge of the bed. So if you get over the fulcrum point or the pivot point of the bed, it won't go back, it won't flip backwards. So these have to be installed too. I forgot to show you that. But anyway, moving on. Okay, I've converted the passenger seats into a lounging area. They just have swivels. See the latch right there? You just pull the latch and swivel the seat back around. They'll swivel 360 degrees. The seat also, and they can sit in any position that you want them to. This table is set on a swing arm, so it can sit in any position too. You can push it away from you to help get up, pull it towards you if you're to get comfortable. You can spin it any way you want it. Depends on whatever it is that you want. That table also comes off and stores, and the swing arm goes up against the wall right here, and you can lock it down in position with that little lock on the top of it there. Hold it. There's also the similar lock coming up from the underside that adjusts the tension on the table. But the table's sturdy, and you use it for eating or computer desk, anything you'd like there. And I'm almost finished here. I've wanted to mention that it has LED lighting throughout. Even the factory lights are LED. Those are controlled up by the console up there. And it has factory air that has just been serviced. And it also has the heater down here. Runs off the hot water on the engine when it's running for when you're traveling, and it also has front air and front heat up there too. So I think we kind of covered everything here. If there's any questions, you can contact me on my YouTube channel, and I'm thinking that my price on this bus is going to be about $30,000. So if anybody wants to contact me on that and talk to me about it, that's fine too. And that's about it on this video. Thank you guys for coming along, and I'll catch you later.